Hello everyone. Today we are looking at the coordinate plane, and this is lesson 1-6 in your book. Some of you may have already seen the coordinate plane before, but we are going to look at it one more time because we're doing a project with it tomorrow. So in case you have not, these are the definitions that you will need to know when we have our test next week. So the vertical number line that goes right here is called the y-axis. And before I move further, I should just clarify, this is a coordinate plane. So we need to know that the y-axis is the vertical number line. And then the x-axis is this one, the one that goes horizontal. So the x-axis is the horizontal number line. And then another definition that we need to know is the word origin. And the word origin just means it's this part right here where it intersects, where the x and the y axis intersect, and it's the coordinate 0, 0, not 9, 0, 0, and it's where the x and y axis intersect or come together. Okay, so those are the three definitions that you need to know for the coordinate system and the ordered pairs. And then the last one that you'll need to know for your homework, to finish your homework, is if you have an ordered pair such as 6, 8, the 6 is the x and the 8 is the y. So this first number is always the x and the second number is always the y. And we'll do an example of that in just a little bit. So go ahead and make sure you can look at either this example or look at an example on page 33 in your book to see what exactly these definitions mean and give examples of all of those definitions as well. And then I'm going to tell you if we're graphing this coordinate 6, 8, oh, actually this one doesn't go up to 8. You don't have to change it on your paper, but I'm going to change it to 5. So whenever you're graphing an ordered pair, the first thing you do is you look at this ordered pair. And you see the first number is the 6, and the 6 is the first number, so that means it's the x. So we start at 0, and we go along the x-axis, and we count 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so we stay on 6 right here on this line, and then we look at our y-coordinate, which is 5, and that tells us we need to move up 5. So we were on 6, so we need to now move up 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so our point would go right here on the coordinate plane. Let me get a point so I can show you where it would go. Okay, so where this purple light is showing up, that's where the dot would need to go, because we went over 6 and we went up 5. So right here would be where you need to place your first coordinate. So that is pretty much as complicated as this lesson gets. The only other thing that you'll need to be able to do is to work backwards. So if there was a coordinate point right here, actually let's make it right here. If there's a coordinate point right here, and in your homework it asks you which coordinate is this one right here, and so you would go over 1, 2, 3, so your first letter would be 3, and then you'd count over this way, 1, 2, 3, or sorry, your first one would be 3 up here, and then you would need to count down to see how many, where you are on your Y line, or you can just slide over to check this number right here. So this point is point 3, 4, and when you're writing your answers, you can't just write where I'm typing right now. You can't just write 3, 4, or you can't write a 3, 4. For coordinates, you always have to use a parenthesis. Okay, so this video is very, very short today because I'm also asking you to watch one more video, and that is a 2-minute video from Khan Academy. And he has, the person who's teaching that lesson has um, a tool on his computer where he can draw on the coordinate plane, so it's a little easier for you to see. So I want you to watch that video. It's only 2 minutes. So go ahead and pause this video while you watch that. The link for it is here. You'll have to type it in to your computer. Okay, so here's the link for you. And go ahead and type that into your browser. This is an O, it's not a 0. And then um, today for your quiz, you actually will not be taking a quiz on this at home. I'm going to give you a quiz on this in class on Thursday that will be graded. And also, when you're watching the Khan Academy video, this one right here, please continue to take notes on this sheet for what he does. He graphs a coordinate. I think the coordinate is 6, -8. And I'd like to see that on this graph up here. And then any questions that you have, please come to class with them, either written on this sheet or just in your mind, because we're going to move through the homework on Thursday, and then on Friday we are doing a fun activity with this new information. Okay, so that's all I have for you today. Again, these are the coordinate plane notes. Please keep them in your notes section of your binder, and I will see you on Thursday.